We're in conversation with Thomas Saueressig, a member of the SAP board. Thank you very much for joining us in the sidelines of the World Economic Forum.
Thank you very much.
Thomas, just wanted to get your sense. What's the mood like among your clients? Are they more optimistic now? With recent developments, what's your take?
So what I experience here in Davos is actually a lot of excitement, quite frankly, and a very positive sentiment in the business sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of opportunity with regards to the new revolution of AI. That's somebody everyone wants to exploit. But also, as you pointed out, the changes in the new administration in the US is certainly causing also some excitement about growth opportunity. US is the largest economy on this planet, and companies making business in the US for sure also see the upside potential in the growth.
Right, but what does the rise of US mean for Europe? What kind of catch-up does Europe have to do?
I think what we clearly see in the US is more a culture of embracing innovation and the future. And that also means they are less regulated, for instance. Europe is very high in regulation, which sometimes is hard to build more innovation. That is certainly something where I think also this week we saw a call to action to the politicians in Europe, in Germany specifically, to see how can we actually have a deregulation in order to stimulate innovation and with that stimulate growth. And I think what is clearly visible here in Davos is actually that all European leaders, from the politicians but also business leaders, understand that we need to take our potential which we have in the country to the next level fundamentally. And that's something what we want to do together.
Right. One of the big announcements this week was Project Stargate, $500 billion of investments in AI infrastructure, which, brought Oracle, OpenAI and SoftBank together. Do you think something like this can work in Europe? Will SAP participate in something like this?
First and foremost, SAP is for sure very strong in our business with the US government, with the defense sector in the US. And quite frankly, we see that as a positive signal. We see it as a signal that the President of the United States of America is very much focusing on AI, on new technology, on using AI to basically take efficiencies and effectiveness into the government. This is a positive. And to your point, I hope that many leaders in Europe and Germany also take that as a signal that we also should do more. And we also should do more in digitalization of governments, in processes. And that's something where we as a company are certainly excited because we are the heart and the core of all these governments, how they function. And we for sure would love to see more AI in the governmental work.
Right. What does the rise of AI agents mean for an enterprise software maker like SAP? Do you think they could replace this going forward?
I think first and foremost, the evolution of the AI technology from the generative AI capabilities now to agents, and fundamentally with the promise of agents to really execute tasks and workflows. So you really do the transaction in itself. And that's exactly an opportunity for SAP, an opportunity for enterprise software, because the processes and the workflows run in enterprise applications like SAP. So in order to make agents successful, the connectivity with the application is a differentiating opportunity. And that also means we truly believe that with the agentic AI technology, we can rethink business processes. We can rethink actually also how enterprise software is delivered in the future. And quite frankly, that will mean that also in the future, people will work differently. And that's a huge opportunity. So agentic AI is a massive opportunity for us as a company, for the industry, and it will hopefully help our companies and customers to take way more productivity gains.
Right. But, will the barriers towards building enterprise AI also come down, enterprise software also come down with the advent of AI?
Yeah, absolutely. What we already see actually in the last year is that basically if you think about software development, code generation, that's something where generative AI absolutely accelerated software development in the enterprise software market. So we benefit from that as we speak actually. And that means we can deliver more innovations to our customers. So AI is a catalyst for more innovation.
Right. Thomas, also take us through, what you make of the India opportunity for SAP.
For SAP, India is a super strategic market. I'm the proud board sponsor of India itself. We have a lab in India with more than 15,000 amazing talents and developers. And that's already amazing. But even now, we have the second campus, which we open actually this year, which also has an opportunity to house 15,000 more people. So that's the opportunity we see in India. From a growth perspective, from the company's perspective, it's fascinating that SAP for sure benefits from the growth of India in itself. But also if you think about the startups which we help, half of the unicorns in India are SAP customers. So we help them grow, we help them scale around the globe. And that's something which is exciting. So for us, India is super strategic from a business perspective, from a talent perspective. And it's actually the largest R&D hub outside of our headquarters.
And do you see a lot of AI talent coming out of India? What opportunities do you see there?
Absolutely. To give you an example, Joule, our digital co-pilot, and all the skills we deliver for Joule is all delivered out of India. And India has one of the huge advantages, which no other R&D lab at SAP has, that every single product line is represented in India. So everything what we do across the products will by definition be in India. Like Joule, which is a co-pilot across the entire portfolio, is built out of India as well. So super exciting.
Right, Thomas. One of the big, debates or discussion that's happening in India at this point is what way should India lean? Should it invest in building foundational models, or should it, leverage applications? Get into the application layer, the use case layer of AI, because some people believe that building AI systems can give you a geopolitical advantage. What do you make of this? Where do you think? Because look at what China is doing with DeepSeek and so on. So, how do you think one should approach this?
I think to a point on a geopolitical perspective, for sure, I think it is a topic which we need to think about. And their activities like sovereign clouds will be also important and more important in the future. Having said that, also from an AI model perspective, I'm pretty sure that in India itself, there will be more local models itself as well, what will be built up. What is actually exciting for us to see is the aspirational India, so the AI opportunity, what was also mentioned from the government, is exciting because also here you see the ambition level. And I think that's certainly something where I can absolutely encourage India to invest more into AI development on all layers of the stack. LLMs, infrastructure, application side, and for sure we as a company want to contribute to that as well.
Right. Finally, Thomas, in terms of the technology demand outlook for 2025, do you see enterprises investing in more transformative projects? Because in the last 1.5 years, it's all been focused on efficiency, how to reduce cost. But now will we see more pickup in discretionary spends?
Yes, and we actually see that already with SAP, that our customers are investing more in digital transformation software in SAP in that sense as well. So we see the growth. We see the growth also in 2025. And to your point, now having the new era, which is called AI, everybody absolutely want to embrace new technologies, new software to be differentiating in the market. So we absolutely have a very positive outlook into 2025. And to your point, there will be more transformational spend, which we see.
Great. On that note, thank you very much, Thomas,
Thank you
for
much
talking
for
to
having me.
us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.